All right, it is travel season. So it's currently mid-April, and I know that a lot of you, and even me included, are working on getting our summer travel plans together. And really, there's not much quite like the feeling of hitting the open road or sitting on a chair in the sky. But as exciting as travel can be, it can also be a hassle getting from point A to point B if you don't have a plan. So today I'm going to cover traveling by plane and traveling by car. And I want to start out with taking road trips by car. I don't really know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm a car guy, but I absolutely love taking road trips. Even back in my early 20s, a lot of us would take these last-minute random road trips out to ocean shores in Washington State, and it was always a great time. And if you've ever been to ocean shores, let me know down below. So whether you're taking your own car or maybe renting a car for the trip, it's always a very good idea to make sure that you have all your necessary paperwork in order. And of course, this includes your driver's license, proof of insurance, but also any rental agreements showing that you're renting that car. Because renting from Turo without paperwork gets a little complicated if you get pulled over. And if you are renting, take a few minutes to familiarize yourself with that vehicle. Figure out how to sync your phone and make sure all of that tech works. And also familiarize yourself with the GPS and make sure you know where the spare tire and jack is, or if it even has a spare tire, because depending on the type of car it is, it might only have a can of Fix-A-Flat. So if you take your own car, plan ahead and make sure that your vehicle has been serviced recently. Fresh oil change, transmission and differential service, and make sure that your tires are properly inflated. Another thing that I always like to do is I like to keep a small roadside service kit and a flashlight in my car. Chances are pretty good that you won't need it, but I'm a bit of a planner on road trips and I like to be prepared just in case. Okay, the next thing that you might want to consider doing, especially if you're renting a car, is to make sure that all of the luggage you're bringing with you will fit into that vehicle. For example, if you and the missus want to do something a little bit fancy and rent a Porsche or a Corvette for a couple of days, you got to make sure that the items that you're bringing with you will fit in that trunk space, because you don't want your lady friend inconvenienced by having to hold your duffel bag on her lap in the passenger seat the entire time. And as a lot of you guys already know, I recently went on a road rally for a couple days with a bunch of supercars, and we went from San Diego up to Idlewild and then out to Palm Springs. I got a video about it I'll put right up here. It was a very cool trip because we went from the ocean to mountain snow and then out to the desert. And I had an absolute blast. I brought exactly 2 bags with me. One camera bag and then this compact carry-on bag from Friedrich. This thing is absolutely perfect for any kind of travel, and it meets most all airline requirements for a carry-on. Now, Friedrich is sponsoring today's video, and they make some of the most beautiful and functional bags and suitcases I have ever owned. They make duffel bags and briefcases, and what might be my favorite is this carry-on. And I've talked about this before in some other videos because I absolutely love this carry-on. The smooth 360-degree Japanese spinner wheels just glide over everything, even carpeted hallways in hotels. Now you can get this same carry-on in a few different leather color options, but the one that I have was co-designed with the Scuderia AlphaTauri Formula One team. This is the first product in their collaboration, and they hit an absolute home run with this. It has all the same durability and functional features as their previous carry-on, but this gorgeous navy blue shell with all the AlphaTauri branding make this very unique and a true one-of-a-kind. And what I love is that it has all the features that you want and nothing that you don't. The polycarbonate shell is designed to flex on impact and not leave dents. It also uses TSA-approved latches instead of an external zipper, because zippers are a big point of failure in a lot of cheaper suitcases. Friedrich offers worldwide shipping, excellent customer support, and here's how confident they are in their products. They offer a lifetime warranty and a 100-day trial where you can get a full refund if you choose to return it within 100 days of purchase. Even if you just want to go cruise around and check out all the other products they make, like the packing cubes that I use, go through our special link down below. I'm telling you, you're going to love their products as much as I do. And thank you, Friedrich, for your ongoing support of my channel and for sponsoring today's video. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about when it comes to traveling by car is to try not to push it to the next gas station. Now, if you're traveling on a main highway, chances are you're going to have a ton of fuel options. However, I remember a couple years ago driving through Eastern Oregon into Salt Lake City, and there was a stretch of highway that was in the middle of nowhere, and it was probably like 50 or 60 miles of absolute nothing. So if you're trying to stretch it and run out of gas in a place like that, you're going to have a very bad day. Okay, let's move on to airline travel. And one thing that I want to stress, pack early. Get your laundry done and pack everything the day before. So if you're leaving for the airport in the morning, and maybe there's still some personal morning items that you need to use before packing that stuff, have it all set out and ready to go so you're not running around trying to find anything as you're walking out the door. Okay, the next thing that I really want to stress also is to give yourself more time than you think you need to get yourself to the airport. Because it's always those days that you need to be somewhere by a certain time that there's the giant car crash and traffic is a mess or your Uber is late. And here's one other thing that happened to me just last year. I was flying out of San Diego and I was parking my car at the airport like I've done in the past. But one thing I didn't realize or even count on was that the parking structure I normally park in was completely closed. The rest of the parking was so incredibly packed, I had to park so far away from the terminal that it took me like an extra 20 minutes just to get from my car back to the terminal. The point is, give yourself more time than you think you need. I look at it like this. I would rather be early and just chill out at the gate than be crazy stressed out before I even get to the airport. Because that's just a snowball of stress that you don't want when you're traveling. There's already enough pressure just going through security. And look, I realize that a lot of you watching this might be veteran, seasoned travelers, but there's a lot of other people that don't get to travel that often and maybe haven't even been to the airport in a couple years. So my next suggestion is to make sure that you have all of your necessary documents in order, especially if you're traveling internationally. This, of course, means your passport, but also any visas or other paperwork that's required by your destination country. And don't leave all that stuff until the last minute because it can take a bit of time to get some of those items sorted out. And if you're still here, I've got one more for you coming up. But first, if you made it this far, please tap that like button to nudge that algorithm for me and consider subscribing because I'm here for you twice a week. Okay, this next one has to do with airplane etiquette. And I want to make sure that you all hear me on this one. The middle seat gets both armrests. Let me say it again. The middle seat gets both armrests. Think about it, right? The aisle seat has the outside armrest and the window seat also has that armrest. Nobody likes the middle seat as it is because you're basically sandwiched between two people and you can't even move your arms. So common courtesy is to give that middle seat both of the armrests. And one more thing. If you did in fact make it this far, you are one of the true legends. Thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.